If somebody could post that for me, that would be great. Okay.
We get it, nigga.
Because that's because you're going to get shitted on all season.
He said the jersey got to match the owner.
Damn. Can somebody post my stream? God damn, I'm not going to ask y'all again.
It's the Broncos going up against
Okay.
the Marshalls.
I'm about to take it down there.
The opening kick of the new season is
I'm watching it.
as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry.
Oh, we got the Florida Natural.
Coverage of the NFL, the National Football League is here and on the air. Tonight we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend.
Ooh.
Hey, Balmer, how does nigga Dan play? Never mind.
Nigga, you know how Dan plays. Stop that.
They got Julio too, so I still got to look out for that slow ass nigga, but he's still probably gonna catch. Nah, I'm about to eat.
What else is new?
I'm about to eat at night. Oh yeah, we can do that little bit in there for the snack in the middle of the night.
On the ground, it's Thomas.
What?
And that's going to run on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage and that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression "don't blink."
I know somebody gonna have something to say.
That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play.
Damn, look at Tank stuffing niggas.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Oh, God.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said
What are you
these
talking
receivers are
about?
pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
The Broncos going down. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Woo.
He goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his
Super
lesson
Bowl.
to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
My season prediction, we going to the Super Bowl, baby.
On first down.
Shit.
He's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch.
Maybe
there,
off
brings up
line lead.
second down. And here's a look at
I put it at 7 wins. We definitely got 7 wins in
A
it.
whole lot of conversation. But in the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
He said,
Again, he'll drop to throw.
I'm gonna go to your mother drawers, but you know, we ain't trying to go that low.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant. The Chef receiver has a lot of stature.
Nigga said
Sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5.
ain't nobody watching my shit. Fuck y'all.
They've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second
I
down.
don't want to call you. Oh my god. I'm gonna sit there and be mad quiet on the phone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and that'll
okay.
be 3rd
Bye.
down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty
Let's bring
well.
Macho back.
Could come right back at them.
Macho ain't about that
And it
life.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw.
Yeah, he was one of Allen's, man, so we knew this shit was coming.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
Ooh, square!
Over the middle, there's almost always
Damn, Mom, I ain't get that
anytime you're a
too.
receiver in that area, you're not
What'd you say, Rick?
focused on catching the football.
Said, damn,
You're
square was wide
where the
open.
going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the
I would
play
have to
that
be
time, and it sets
in the
up
fucking
2nd
game
and goal.
when that happens.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They run with Thomas.
Maybe it was just too criminal, bro, for real.
A touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, an 8-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one
Renewed
away.
focus.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out.
Dog, this nigga really started releasing niggas, dog. Yeah, I just peeped in. I thought I was about to keep this quarterback. That nigga really started. Yo, niggas be bitches, bro.
He takes this for 3 to the 20.
Oh, this nigga got Le'Veon Bell. God damn
In
it.
the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what
You say
the
he
man
didn't
next to
leave?
them is going to do at all
No, he
times.
did. He released
And they
niggas and then he
operate
left.
as a terrific unit.
I damn myself. Got me a quarterback.
They'll go again with Bell. And Allen to run.
No, he was Allen Hurns, Keenan Allen, Austin McKenzie, and Shaq Moss.
Give him 12 yards on that one and earns
He do be releasing older players, so I
That's
don't
I
know.
love the run right there. This guy's known for his
Yeah,
quickness,
yeah,
but also
yeah.
for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
No, I'm gonna cut him right now, though.
quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
I want.
back alongside
I'ma keep
Charles
him.
Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's Bronco football.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Quarter
fuck
number
that.
2.
I can't keep him, so why would I use him? Cause I know other niggas, somebody else will sign him on some fuck shit. Let me see. Okay.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 33 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go.
Pick it up.
He lost the football. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting. And
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there. 59 yards.
they went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
First and goal from the 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarter, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So he's able to sneak it in and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
This will be taken in at the 1. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You frustrated. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all.
What up, yeah?
They can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste down their mouth here? They go play action here on first down.
Shit, childish.
He sets to fire deep.
Don't you dare.
And that's caught.
Good, good.
It's a big play there
my food. I don't want to be smacking in the head.
56 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to
My
cover
bad.
receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff.
Listen,
But how about
don't
when
be
that
like that. It was an accident.
and deep downfield, you throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Yeah, you know, I probably was about to go to sleep, but you know, you actually call you, so
He lying.
I did that for you.
Team and it's intercepted.
That's for me?
Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys
Oh my God, here you go being extra.
this offensive
Yeah, I wanted to talk.
gets set to take over
You
here.
did it because you did me live.
Charles be looking to duplicate what they did
I gotta get my shit together. That's why, you know, I had to shine and all that good shit.
He lying.
Exactly what happened before, replicate it.
What you say?
A few additional changes along the way.
No, if you said that my dick's gonna get,
I felt like, no. You heard me the first time.
you talking crazy.
I be coming crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you.
Explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
Never said you offended me.
We've talked to coaches.
I never said you offended me.
Well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your
What up,
turkey
dog?
bowl
How was your
games,
day?
isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take
You looking forward to seeing me? My bad.
They had
That
something
was my
going
fault.
last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they
I would like
recover?
Remember, you need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, and a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
What's up tonight?
Just hold me tomorrow, I guess.
Oh, come on.
And be backed up to the 24.
You're gonna tell me what time we looking up tomorrow. You think you should But are we though?
I mean, yeah, we can.
I don't like that response.
I'm not good at giving guarantees, man. I'm doing that ass. It's all off my mood and how I feel at the end of my work day.
Across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Who think he is?
To the tight end, and let's face it, it is
Dead
hard
ass
to
though?
overthrow a 6'6"
Yeah, we linking up though.
It is indeed.
Chill out, bro.
Quarterbacks like their speed guys.
I gotta clean my room now.
6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he stopped
Luego de
immediately
ellos,
there.
Andrés
That's a
Guadalupe,
loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The
I don't
offense,
want to go
they
to
got to
bed.
figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense
That
make to
sound
try
like
to
me.
defeat you?
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw.
Damn.
Escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones.
You had the shot right next to me.
Get him for a loss of 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
I beat them all
Chill
up.
out.
3-4 you don't normally get because the
Yeah,
nose
we
tackle
know.
who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed.
What? You be talking crazy.
And putting the big guy in the ground.
Let me tell you, right? I was in my house, right? So,
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Ew.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
I do.
Thinking about
Well, I don't have people
jumpstarting your
around,
team,
so I wouldn't
right?
need to. I want you to worry about
Now
that.
they're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw.
I don't want to know. Yeah, right. You cool.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
I don't want to hear about that.
And you
It
see the
just
clock
sounds nasty
almost
as
empty,
hell.
so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
What?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action
I
here
don't
in
like a lot
quarter
of
number
it.
3. That'll be taken
Bro,
in the
I
end
swear I
zone.
had to shove out at least 18
And no
games.
run back here. This will be a
Little bit.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Remember 18, coach. That's my word.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up
Oh, what?
second down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
You gonna do it right there?
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Unless they've been.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third and
I'm
4.
saying this is right. The other thing is what you.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
You have been down with it? Okay. Now you go open
Shotgun
wide.
snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit
Well, I
there.
can
Trying to
open you
sell the
wide.
outright,
Whichever
trying to
one
sell
you
it
prefer.
hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
He's going to field this at the 4.
Let's go down
Shifts
on you.
past him.
Go down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And
I'm gonna
possession
go
will
chill.
switch hands
Don't make me
first and 10.
fatigue.
Now we take a
Don't
glance
call me
at the
kid.
offense as they work
You
their
almost
way
let me
back
slip
out
up.
for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Yeah, because you're older than me nowadays, so you need to cut it out.
They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Yeah. Or no, he was on the 49ers.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is
new focus.
Controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space and front. Really well done.
Now they'll throw here.
How could I be answering?
Ooh!
Go here, he lost the
I don't know.
football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Reaper gonna cheat.
Set to take the field. And 3 down.
He gonna cheat. Okay.
On the scoreboard. Well, soul searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help
No,
their defense.
before you even get the fuck out, I ain't gonna be coming.
Put them in some tough
Listen, I'm
spots.
gonna got issues.
What's the old adage? You get another chance. It gives you a better chance to do it right.
She come to the phone. I done seen her.
And almost football. And
Boy.
fortunately, he's able to get this one back.
Yeah, I
So it
did
is a
so
first
good.
down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
Nah.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out,
I'm talking
all
about
you're
it.
thinking about as a defender is this is our chance to make a huge play.
Mother is a separate part of my life.
He's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Mother is a separate part of my
Wide
life.
receiver fumbles. There's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the
Nah,
defensive
I don't
front.
mean like she's not relevant. She's relevant to me.
Space for the
He's
guy
not
carrying
relevant
the
to
ball.
you.
3
You know
yards
you.
remaining here on 2nd
Or
down.
any other female.
Here we go now. Come on now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Nah, I need stuff.
Out of the gun.
Oh my God, all right, coach.
Oh!
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
It's a tried and true formula,
Elijah.
and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football.
Elijah tried to
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I'm a real OG.
You missed my voice today?
To a real slow creep.
Nah. Shit, I heard it all day.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Feel some type of way.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Quick hitter here is complete. So we got 3 and 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back now in San Antonio. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead. Here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Why you ain't?
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We saw 5 receivers out there. 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get
Play, the processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass.
Show ass down. The fuck?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You be hating and I see why, because you don't know.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Better read it at the streets. I'm a real OG.
From the shotgun, look to throw.
Yo, stop playing with me.
Intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
I'm like, what?
The fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead.
Nah, you should be over here playing with me, though.
I don't want to hear this.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer.
No doubt about it. They want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times.
They've got his man complete. Batshuayi. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
You hear that? You hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Shut up. Leave me alone. Let me have my 15.
Oh, alright, exactly. I can try. It sounds good. We can do that. We can go out and explore everything, and then we get in the house.
I do not deserve to hear this.
Ready for all the way. You all talking. Listen, you coming over my crib to why you want to spend the night. You definitely getting your back blown out.
He only doing this because we know we can hear him.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll start the drive with a carry by
Come on, you push my favorite cover.
Oh, Lord.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the
So Reaper gonna cheat.
Broncos score. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Runt.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
What's his name?
It's fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I said, what's his name?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back.
You're not going to tell me his name?
And now back out comes the offense. And that recipe on their last drive.
I don't know what you're saying.
The touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach.
Okay, I still don't know what
They
you're saying.
talked pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now they set
Fight through it.
That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Some of these screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone.
Leave me alone.
Sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's
Let me have my DS.
pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
This is Thomas. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up the throw, and he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds?
That's whack. That's the ugliest bounce I ever seen in Madden.
Might have caused him to drop it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
I'm not running the score. Reaper, did I run the score up? I threw one bomb. I was backed up.
On the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
I can. So I'm not allowed to throw it all ever.
Over, but the shouting. We'll finish it.
Shut the fuck up, man. You winning. You just can't throw no more. It's out. I took Tyreek Hill out and everything. I'm playing with backups.
So breathe. You gotta breathe, see?
What? And it's showing. I haven't done shit since. Try to play me like that.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I'm kind of mad I allowed 100 rushing yards.
And here we go on first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field.
Exactly.
He'll look to throw. Eluding, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Brandon Marshall able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them.
Juju!
Every single
I ain't got to do by money.
you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
But go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team.
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because
God,
it's really
shut up.
crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the